Good evening, Mr. Mayor, City Council. Previously, I'd addressed this council and stated not if but when we would run into a potentially deadly situation. The ability to pick and choose which calls are important enough to respond to our fire department has now brought us to a lethal situation. On February 8, 2012, a 911 call was placed from a residence on Heritage Circle. This time, the call deemed not important enough to warrant the fire department's response with the ambulance service. First ambulance arrived to find a patient in cardiac arrest. They had, at that point, had to take time to call for a second ambulance for the backup for help, since the fire department was not dispatched. I also previously stated to this council that 911 calls are made by people in emergency situations that are frantic, irrational, and sometimes, like our council, not qualified at this time to completely evaluate a potentially deadly situation over a telephone. If the fire department had been dispatched with the ambulance, they would have not had to wait for a second ambulance to respond for assistance. It saddens me to think that the amount of time it took for the second ambulance to respond to provide assistance might have made the difference in this patient's outcome. Unfortunately, this patient is deceased at this point. When is now, gentlemen? And I wonder what the family of the deceased patient might think if they knew that maybe this could have been avoided completely if there had been help there. This could have been one of your family members, could have been a friend of yours. My concern at this point is how many more citizens will have to suffer this outcome at this time due to lack of knowledge and decision-making in the safety of the citizens. The safety of the Centralia is also being compromised by the council in the matter of laying off our police officers. The Attorney General's office just stated a few days ago that the Centralia is ground zero for the synthetic drug problem. Bargain Alley, the Blind Tiger, the Old Biggies, Lincoln Liquor, which is approximately a block and a half from my home. And there's many more that have been taken down for synthetic drug problems. Also, there's been a very increase in property damage around the city. At this point, it seems like the safety of the city is not a priority on what we're looking at. Because if you think you're going to make us believe that this is a priority, you're sadly mistaken. I'm wondering, gentlemen, how's this for your bang for your buck? Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Renee.